So to recap, if the question talks about energy stores, we are talking about these. These are the keywords you must use. Okay, there we go. So we've got the chemical store, which is batteries, food, muscles, if you want to talk about that, or fuel, things you burn. Things that move, kinetic. Anything that involves height off the ground, that's gravitational potential. You've got elastic. I'm going to add something to nuclear. Oh, that looks a bit horrible. So with nuclear store, we've got fusion, nuclear fusion, and fission. We've got magnetic. Anything to do with electricity or charged particles is electrostatic. These are energy stores. The total of the potential and kinetic energy is called the internal store or thermal store. Now, this is to do with the stores. If you change from one store to another, then we are using energy pathways. All right. There are three main ones. Let me hit T, which are electrical, uh, mechanical. Mechanical, as the diagram shows, pushing or pulling something. This is heat by conduction or convection, and I prefer the idea of particles, by touching something. And the last one is heat by radiation. And that's infrared radiation. There's nothing, there's a vacuum of space between us and the sun. And I think that's a lovely example. These are the keywords you have to use. All right, so the next thing I wanted to talk about, just let me admit whoever's dinging. Oh, just bear with me a second again. Somebody else is dinging. All right, so the other thing I want to talk about was energy changes, how they change. And I'm going to come down to energy analysis. So this is a drone. All right. It has energy stored in a battery, which is chemical energy. As time goes by, that chemical energy in its battery decreases because, well, the battery is using power. As it raises up, as it takes off, you're increasing the height off the ground. That's a key word to do with gravitational potential. So as its chemical energy goes down, its gravitational potential energy goes up. Right, someone else just dinged. Its gravitational potential energy goes up. It's moving, so its kinetic energy store goes up, and actually gets hotter as well. So its internal store increases, it gets hotter, or its thermal store increases. Okay, now, some of you got this far last week. Here you've got this little springy toy. When you push it down, that is elastic potential energy. When you let go of it, it is moving up. Height is involved, that's an increase in gravitational potential energy. This one was one of the worksheets. The car starts up at the top. It is at a higher point. It has more gravitational potential energy. When it's at the bottom, it has less gravitational potential energy. That gravitational potential energy has changed to kinetic energy because it's moving. It's a little moving. All right. So we then get to these energy diagrams, which is really kind of cool. Some of you got this far, but I'm going to, show one of them to you. Here you've got a Bunsen burner. It is burning fuel. Methane gas is a fuel. This is the chemical energy store. You're heating up the water. You are changing its internal energy store, its thermal energy store. Either word I'm okay with. This is the energy transfer pathway. It is heating, but by two different methods. One, particle. You're heating the air up really hot, and the air is moving up and heating up the beaker. The other is by radiation. It's giving off infrared radiation as well. We can get quite complex about it and say, well, hold on. you're not just heating the water up. Hold on, somebody else is joining. There we go. You're not just heating the water up, you're heating the gauze up, you're heating the tripod up, you're even heating the Bunsen burner up. Actually, yeah, it's not just the water, it's also the things around it. Like me, if I'm stood next to it, I can feel the heat. All right. Now, these are energy diagrams. These are on your worksheets. And you can have a go at them. The thing that I'm really kind of annoyed by is looking at these worksheets. I really dislike this one here. It was almost as if somebody could not be bothered doing this properly. Right, it's really annoying. So on energy transfer pathways, please ignore the keywords here. You are looking at energy transferred, all right? All right. I want the name of the energy pathway. Now, there are only 4 names of energy pathways, and none of them are here, all right? The names, and I'm going to type them out. Oh, just to sort that out. Where's energy pathways? Oh, here it was. Oh, here it is. I wrote them here. So I'm just going to zoom in. And I was absolutely horrified because I'm thinking, there we go. Let's get that. It's not even like they're close. They're just not the pathways that we were talking about. So it's like they've copied the keywords from this sheet and thought, do you know what? We'll keep the same keywords for this sheet. All right, but it's not. You must add these. These are the energy transfer pathway keywords. All right, I am finished. I'm going to stop talking. And actually, I'm going to stop recording. Let's just stop that.